Hi everyone, today I am giving you explanation on the topic ptosis. This is the ptosis part 3 in which I will cover the ptosis evaluation. History of patient includes, first of all, when the patient comes to us we have to ask about the history of a patient, which includes the following points. First one is the age of onset. We have to write down that age of a patient at which the patient is suffering from the ptosis. Next one is family history. We have to ask about the family history of a patient. Is there any person in his or her family who is still suffering from the ptosis or whose past was related to the ptosis? Next one is history of trauma. We have to ask about the history of trauma. Is there any trauma or injury which takes place in the patient life? We have to ask about that. Next one is eye surgery. We have to also concern with the eye surgery. Is any past operation takes place or any eye surgery takes place in the patient life or not? Next one, variability in the degree of ptosis. Now the degree of ptosis changes from time to time. We have to note down that variability or that changes. Next one is carry childhood pics if congenital. If the ptosis of a patient is congenital, then we have to guide the patient to carry his or her childhood pics while going for the examination of the ptosis. Next one, examination excludes pseudotosis, which means the false ptosis. Now we have to first of all find out that is it pseudotosis, which means false ptosis, on which inspection we get. Now there are the different causes of exclude pseudotosis. First one is ipsilateral conditions and second one is contralateral conditions. Let's move to the ipsilateral conditions, which includes the following points. First one is microphthalmos. Microphthalmos is a condition in which the size of the eye is very small as compared to the another eye, or we will find that is the eyeball is visible in the patient eye or not. This will be doubtful in case of microphthalmos. Next one is phthisis bulbi. It is a kind of shrunken eye in which the eye gets shrunk of a patient as compared to the normal eye, or in which this is a complication while doing the surgery sometimes, so the eye gets shrunken. Next one is anophthalmos. There is a displacement of eyeball in an orbit. Normally in our orbit the eyeball get properly fixed, but in case of anophthalmos it get displaced, or easily it will be seen that the eyeball is not properly placed in that orbit. That condition is anophthalmos. Next one is prothesis. It is a condition in which artificial eye or a glass eye is placed at the space of the eyeball so that it will not remain open or it will not remain absent or variant. So according to the cosmetic point of view, this is done. Artificial eye is placed or a glass eye is placed in that of the actual eyeball. Next one is dermatocheirosis. It is a condition in which excess of the skin is present on the upper eyelid. Now next one is hypertropia. It is a strabismus in which there is a difference in the alignment of the patient eye, which means if the patient is looking at the right side, then the alignment shows that the patient is looking on the left side. If the patient is looking at the upside, then the alignment should be anywhere in the another direction. So in that case the alignment is changed with respect to the direction in which the patient is looking. Next one is contralateral conditions includes. First one is proptosis. In case of proptosis we will notice that there is a staring look of a patient, that we will notice that the patient is continuously looking at us with anger, like this view of a patient eye is seen, or we can say it is similar to the exophthalmos also. Next one is high myopia. The patient suffers from the high myopia, which means the person have minus high number. Observe the following points. We have to observe the different points in the patient eye. First of all, we have to observe that whether the ptosis is unilateral or bilateral. First of all, we have to identify that is the ptosis is present only in the one eye of a patient, or is the ptosis is present in the both eye of a patient. The word unilateral means present in one eye. The word bilateral means it is present in the both eyes. Next, we have to check out the orbicularis oculi muscle function. Orbicularis oculi is a kind of muscle whose function is to close the eyelid. We have to check out that function of the eyelid, that is the eyelid get properly closed. Next one, eye crease is absent or present. We have to check out the eye crease. eye crease, when we close our eyes, then the crease is formed from where the eye have to open or the close. That crease is present or absent, we have to find out. If the crease is present, then we have to guess, or it is clear that it is acquired ptosis. If the eye crease is absent, then it is clear that that ptosis is a congenital ptosis, not the acquired ptosis. Next, jaw winking phenomena is present or absent. Jaw winking phenomena is a kind of phenomena in which when we close our eyes, then automatically when we close our mouth, then automatically our eyes get closed, ptotic eye get closed. When we open our mouth, then the ptotic eye gets open. This one is the jaw winking phenomena. We have to check out, is it present or absent. Next, associated with the weakness of any extraocular muscle. Extraocular muscle is a full form of EOM. We have to check out that every extraocular muscle is working properly or not, which means the person is able to move his or her eyes in every direction or not. So we have to check out this sometime because it is associated with the weakness of any extraocular muscle. Next one is Bell's phenomena. We have to check out, is it present or absent. When forceful closure of the eye takes place, then while looking up and the out rolling of the eyeball is seen in case of Bell's phenomena. So we have to check out, is it present or absent. Thanks for your patience listening. This was the end of ptosis evaluation part 1.